Alright, so today I wanted to do a quick test to see how many units we can put into my game until we start to bog down the RTS engine. So right now we have an average of 300 frames per second, and there's the actual frames per second above it, and we have 80 units each. You can see here the computer has his units, so let's wander over there, get him all riled up, and let's see if our FPS bogs down. So looks like it's going down a little bit. I am also screen recording as well, so that's going to slow it down a little bit. But it looks like it's holding pretty close to 300 frames a second, which is pretty cool. So why don't we go ahead and test it and push it a little bit further and see if we can bog it down. So here's our test room. Let's add some more units here. So let's try that now. And let's see how many units that is. That's quite a bit. Okay, so now we have 240 for each player. The computer has 240 as well. Here's all of his. Wow. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of units there. So let's go ahead and test this out. All right, it's dropping down to 130-ish. Not too bad. Turn on the grid. Alright, so it's still holding pretty steady. So we had 480 units in the level when we started. So let's go ahead and push it a little bit further. Okay, I think that might be all we can do. Let's try that out. So let's see how many units we have and see how bogged down it gets. All right, now we each have 360.
Yes.
So, oh, slowing down there. Yep. See, we're down to 40 frames a second. So we started with 720 units. It's starting to go a little bit faster now. I think what happens is when all those units start trying to find their first path and they can't find an easy path, it really bogs it down. So it's going to start going faster. There's probably ways I could optimize it to have them not all searching for a path at the same exact instant. That would definitely make it go faster. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like it's running pretty fast. Tell you what, why don't we do one more test? Okay, let's try. Control C, Control V. Kind of feels like the computer's going slower, maybe. Alright, let's throw in some more here. Okay, so this should really bog it down. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Alright, so we're at 110 frames a second. We've got close to 1,960 units.
Yes.
This should really wreck the game. So let's wreck it. Oh! Yeah, we're dragging down the 18 frames a second. It's getting hard to move around. Units are getting a little jammed up too. So, that might be too many units, you might say. It'll start going faster here in a second. Once they start dying and they start getting their paths figured out. But, yeah, we're up to 40 frames a second. 50. So as you can see, pretty interesting test. Yeah, it's kind of fun to see how far we can push the engine. Now we're up to getting closer to 60 frames a second. It's running a lot smoother now. So as you can see, we got this map pretty well filled up with the units, which is pretty cool. Yeah, look at all them. Cool. All right. If you are interested in making an RTS game, or if you just want to get the code and see how I did it, you can get it on the Game Maker Marketplace. And if you get this one here, you can see it's 35 bucks. I've got all 5 stars reviews on there, and it's pretty good, I think. So you can see the reviews are here. It's pretty comprehensive. That's the word I'm looking for. You can harvest golden wood with your peasants. You can construct buildings. You can create rally points. You can upgrade weapons in your town hall. There's an enemy AI that builds their own base and attacks you and stuff like that. You can set the difficulty. You can heal units at a healing fountain. You can make control groups. You can attack move. There's a finite state machine. Fog of War, a mini-map, advanced pathfinding, uses a grid, and here's all the units, and trees, water, and dirt are all auto-tiling, and it works with Game Maker Studio 2, and there's also a Game Maker Studio 1.4 version if you needed that. So yeah, also you can get my game. I'll put a link in the description of the YouTube video, where you can download the version that I have so far, and you can play it. So thanks for watching.